Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 30th episode of the Asian Football Show. I'm Erfan, and I'm very happy to be joined by Nigerian player Saviour Godwin, who plays in the Saudi League for Al Akhdud. Saviour, how are you doing?
I'm very fine. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be on this interview.
Yeah, so let's go straight into the questions. So, Saviour, your first experience in Asia came during 2013 when you were only 17. And you won the U17 FIFA World Cup in the UAE with Nigeria. So tell me about that experience
Yeah,
and how was it
correct.
like playing in Asia?
Yeah, was a very good moment. In those days, as a young boy, growing up, trying to see how you can make it professional. I have the opportunity to play with the under 17 team for the World Cup in 2013 here in Asia. Yeah, it was a very good moment, and from there, I started my career, and gradually, before from the after the World Cup, I moved shortly to Europe. Was a good moment, and is a period in my life I will not forget because winning the under 17 World Cup is something very big, and it made me proud, and also my families and friends proud. So it was a great moment for me.
Yeah, obviously a very, very big moment for Nigeria.
Mm,
Okay, so you spoke of moving to Europe. You spent a good amount of time in Belgium, including 4 seasons at Roeselare, which was owned by a Chinese businessman. You actually helped them a lot through the second division. And yeah, you played there until the very end when they got dissolved. Why did everything suddenly go down at the club? What happened there?
Yeah, honestly, it was a very good time out there in Roslater, but something happened, after a couple of years I spent with them. At the end of my contract, that was when COVID came, and the owner was like, a lot of club then went bankrupt. So unfortunately, Roslaro happened to be one of those clubs because the Chinese lady, Miss Diane, didn't want to put in money anymore because no one knows the situation of COVID, and a lot of investors were withdrawing. So I think that was part of the reason why the club went bankrupt.
Yeah, very unfortunate there. And then you moved over from Belgium. You went to Portugal. You played for the Casa Pia, and you
Yeah,
played a big part in them when they got promoted. You scored 10 goals in the league that season. So
yeah.
tell me about the experience of getting promoted and how was it like in Portugal overall?
Yeah, I think for me, Portugal was like a breakthrough for me because this period in my life was really one of the best moments I have in football because coming from a club who went bankrupt and moving on to Portugal, I was having doubts because I didn't know much about the Portuguese league, but when I was presented with the opportunity to play for a great club like Casapia, who has not promoted for 83 years or more in the first division, I thought upon me this is going to be a very good project, and it's a team that has a lot of ambition. So I hopped on the project, and I'm till date I'm really glad to be in a project like that to write history in the club. Up till now, what I have done in the club, is still there, and moving the club, contributing to see how the club will go to the first division is something huge for my career, and all praise to God, and it's part of the reason why I am where I am today.
Yeah, Casapia, like you said, they had a great project and they're still continuing right now. They're actually fighting for a European spot for next season, still in the first
Yeah,
division. So you can see that the club really did have ambition. Speaking of
yeah,
Casapia, you played with two Japanese players there, Takahiro Konimoto and Yuki Soma. So how was it like playing with them? Were you maybe friends with one of them?
yeah. Yuki Soma and um, he,
Takahiro.
I've forgotten. Yeah, Takahiro. You know, the Japanese name is very difficult to pronounce. Yeah, it was really amazing people, amazing lad, because since they came to the club, it was always fun and, they are great people, coming from a country like that to mix up with us, from different nationality to spice up the team, with their qualities and the kind of persons they have. Their personality was amazing. I had a great time with them, because I really have this good connection with people from this country. So it was a great time, I spent with them and I really enjoyed it.
And how was the contact? Like, did they speak English or the communication? Was it difficult?
Yeah, for Takahiro was a little bit difficult because he came, he didn't understand English, he didn't understand the word. It was really difficult for him the first period. The club had to get like a translator for him and to make life comfortable, moving from a country like that to Portugal is different culture, different food, different lifestyle was difficult. But for Yuki, he understands a little bit of English and he's open, he's not a shy guy. A lot of people from this country, they are very shy and they keep to themselves. But for Yuki, he was between the both of them, he was the guy open, he was open to the culture, more, more open. But they are really amazing guys, I must say.
Yeah, and uh, Takahiro now he's playing in Malaysia, and Yuki Soma back in the J League. All the best for
Yes.
them, obviously.
Yeah,
Okay,
sure, sure.
then you moved continents, you moved across to Asia. You signed with Al Ahdoud in 2023. So how was the experience of moving over to Saudi at the start? What did you think when you first got the
Yeah,
offer?
yeah, in the beginning, I didn't, you know, expect to come to Saudi because there are a lot of speculations about the country. I was having doubt, because in the news he was like Saudi is very dangerous, and I was having doubt if I should come or no. But when I came, honestly, it was a different situation because I came here. The people are nice with a beautiful culture. The place is safe. You can even go out around 3 a.m., 5 a.m., and nobody is going to harass you or anything. And, I live in a very peaceful city. Sometimes I go to Riyadh, Jeddah, Mecca, Riyadh, Jeddah, you know a very beautiful place, very safe place, So was really amazing, I came to this beautiful club and with a great project, to stay in the league. Though it was difficult at the beginning and middle of the season, we didn't win a lot of games, so we had to go and fight for the position to stay in the league and. God so willing, I was able to be among those the key role to who contributed in keeping the team in the Russian league. And for me, this kind of project are things I dreamed of, and for me to help my team stay is amazing.
Yeah, and obviously you mentioned being a key part. You actually scored one of the two goals
Yeah, the
in the
goal.
last
Yeah,
match day, which kept your team up in the league. So I guess that
exactly.
increased your popularity among the fans as well, yeah?
Yes, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, so you played against many big names. Obviously Benzema is in the league, Neymar was in the league, Laporte,
Yes.
Brozovic, Ronaldo. How is it like playing against them? It's a new experience for you, obviously, in the Saudi league. So how was
Yeah,
it?
the Saudi league for me, I must say, is one of the best leagues if you see at the moment because I used to say to people, it's very difficult to go to Europe. It's very difficult to come to Saudi than to go to Europe because here in Saudi you can see all of the best players you know in the world integrate into the Saudi league, which makes it very competitive league, and to have players that you mentioned, the likes of Ronaldo, Benzema, Kante, Neymar, all these big names, in this league, is something to write home about, because these are the best, in the world of football. So it's a really good experience, for me to play among big players like this. Moving here, I knew it was going to be a great opportunity to play against my role model, which is Ronaldo, and a dream come true. So I realized this. I actualized this dream, and it's part of me that I will never forget.
Yeah, always. These players were some of the best players in the world. I mean, Ronaldo, right now, even Duran, Saviour Godwin,
Yes.
So, a
Yeah.
great bunch of players.
Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. It is really amazing. The league is growing step by step, but I think honestly, the things, the kind of investment they make here is really amazing.
Yeah. So tell me overall, what do you think of Saudi football, and if you follow the national team?
Yeah, like I say, the Saudi league, even Ronaldo said it in his quote, is stronger and bigger than the French league, which I must say, it's a league that is very competitive, a league that is very strong. Yeah, with this kind of players you have in the league, of course, is going to make the national team a very strong one. For me, the Saudi national team is one of the, best in Asia, in the Asian side of the continent. So I think. Yeah, they have strong team, formidable players who have gained more experience, since the big players joining, they have a lot of experience. And yeah, I've been following the Saudi national team for a while now, and I must say they have quality players and a lot of good players.
Yeah. So do you think the league is headed towards the right direction? And do you think it's good for the other Asian countries as well?
Yeah, I think it's a big competition because, the kind of investment the Saudi, is putting into the football game, you can see is affecting the world positively, So this is a very big competition, and also a very good quality competition for other countries, in the Asian region. And I think this is really good in the world of football.
Yeah, I wanted to mention this actually about Ronaldo. So you got this kit, right? Can you tell me the story
Yeah.
behind that?
Oh yeah, I have right. I have the jerseys here. I have Ronaldo's jerseys. I think three of his jerseys. The first time I wanted to take his jersey, uh, I spoke to him before the game, and he said okay. But Ronaldo is Ronaldo. More than 200 people wants his jersey after the game. So I approached him, and he was like, "Ah, Sadio Mane, can you give Godwin your jersey, because you guys look alike." So the fans, took the people who are against Ronaldo say, "Ah, why is Ronaldo being racist to me? That why will he say Sadio Mane is he looks like me? He's trying to segregate." So, but if it's still on my Instagram, I went to my Instagram and posted something which I said, no, that was not true. I appreciated him, because what he was trying to say was for Sadio Mane to give me his jersey. So Ronaldo came, took pictures with me, and promised to give me the jersey the next game. So this last game we played against Al Nassr, which I scored. Ronaldo also scored in the game. He later on gave signed three jerseys for me, one for me, and for if I want to give it to my friends. So yeah, it was really amazing moment.
Yeah, I mean, did you just think of it ever that one day you and Ronaldo will be scoring in the same game?
Honestly, for me, this is a dream come true, because I never even expected to play with a player like Ronaldo, because he's someone I've always watched while growing up, and he's someone who is like a role model to me. For me to even play against him, even to touch or feel him, and not to talk of getting his jerseys, his signed jersey. That's for me. Come on, it's like a dream come true.
Yeah, I can see the smile on your face when you talk about
Yeah,
them.
and a lot of people are offering a huge sum of money for the jersey, but of course this is something I want to keep for a long time, and it's a monument for me.
Yeah, before I move on talking more about uh, Saudi, you have one appearance for the Nigerian national team, is that correct?
Exactly, exactly.
Yeah. So do you dream of maybe playing again for your country? Is that something you're aiming for?
Yeah, as a young boy growing up, it has always been a dream come true to represent your nation, to represent your country. For me, of course, if the opportunity knocks on the door, I'm always open. It's a big and huge privilege for me to represent my country.
Um, okay, great. So moving back to Saudi, two questions. First of all,
Okay.
which team has the best fans in the league, in your opinion?
I must confess, strategically, from what I've heard and the experience I have, yeah, you have the top four teams in Saudi, Hilal, Al Nassr, Al Ali, and Etifak. So, I think they have great fans and a lot of fans, but a lot of people are saying that Al Ali has one of the biggest fan base, and you know, though I've played against all of these teams, but I must confess the top four teams in the league, they are really, you know, they have a very big and huge fan base.
So if you had to pick one, you would go with Al Ahly?
Al Ahly people say, but for me, honestly, I cannot say because they are all, I, they are all the same, all great teams, big teams with a huge fan base.
Okay, what about the best stadium that you've played in Saudi Arabia? Your favorite stadium?
Yeah, the best stadium, my favorite stadium was, I think the last season we played against, to be honest with you, we played against Etihad in, I don't know, I think he's in Jeddah or Makkah. That
Jeddah,
was the
Jeddah, yeah.
biggest, yeah, that was the biggest and one of the best stadium I've played in.
And with these stadiums, do you think that Saudi will do well hosting the World Cup in 2034? Do you think they
I
can do it?
mean, you can see the kind of investment the Saudi team, put into infrastructures here in Saudi, the pitch, the stadiums, even the new ones that are coming up. I believe in Nyomo Alaula, a lot of big projects. I think Saudi is ready for the World Cup, and it's not a country that says something and they don't do, So for sure, it's going to be a very huge investment, that they will put into building stadiums. The pitch is amazing. I mean, yesterday we played against Al Qadisiyah. You can see the pitch top notch, So there's a lot of investment placed in, all these infrastructure, all these projects. So it's really a good one. It's really a good one.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, let's move a bit onto Saudi culture. So, what's your favorite Saudi food?
Honestly, the Saudi food, uh, I have a lot of food here in Saudi that I like, but for me, the best so far is areca, is areca. The traditional areca food is so nice. There's areca, there's shashuka, and there's haruf, there's mansub. So it's a lot. I mean, I cannot choose, but for me, the best so far is areca.
Areca is sweet, right?
Yes, it's sweet. It's
Yeah,
like after you eat after dinner or lunch, it's like
it's like a
something you eat
dessert.
after,
Yes, it's like a
like
dessert.
a dessert. Yeah, but it's really amazing. But also, I like the meal haruf. With the rice and the meats is really nice. It's really. I've never tasted a natural meat this with good taste all my life till I came to Saudi.
So, what is it, Saudi food or Nigerian food?
Bro, of course, Nigeria is my culture. I I grew up eating Nigerian food, but I must confess, Saudi food also, after Nigerian food, for me, the best is Saudi food.
Okay, fair enough. And overall, anything else special you like about this country, the culture, the people?
Honestly, yes, I really like the culture, the people, it's unbelievable what when I came, I used to hear a lot of speculation, but when I came, it's different because the people are very friendly. You go out, they invite you to come and eat with the family. They invite you to come and someone will just walk up randomly to you. I remember I was in the street of in Mecca, the old city, the street where you have the old buildings. A lot of people go there. I was there walking, and somebody noticed me and just say, "Hey, you're a football player," and they started giving me gift. Come on, tell me where in the world you see these things. So it's really amazing country, amazing people, and amazing culture.
Yeah, yeah, I can confirm for sure. I went to Saudi for the first time in
Yeah,
December, and very hospitable people, amazing people.
yeah, unbelievable how they are amazing.
Yeah, okay. So that's it for the questions. Saviour Godwin, thank you so much for joining today. Anything else you want to mention? Any final words?
No, just want to say thank you for giving me an opportunity to be on your platform and continue to do the good work you do, and all the best in the future, my friend.
Thank you, everyone. And make sure to check out Saviour Godwin. I will, of course, leave his social medias down in the bio.
Yeah.
Thank you
Okay.
guys again so much for listening to this
All
podcast,
right.
and have a good day.